right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drake's Salvation. Last time, the party had told Arinos what they were doing around for the past 2 weeks, helping out the morale, the food chain supply, and different issues that the lower wards army was having. They were given options to scout, go take supplies, and before doing any of that, the party really wanted to go in and bust down the door to the Golden District. In doing so, the party were met by an assassin and her elite team of guard, consisting of several higher level demons and the assassin herself. Through a highly stressful combat, the party did manage to defeat them, but unfortunately we did have one fall. Callisti, lying still on the ground as the party retreated from the explosion, was carried back to the inn where they have been holed up as the leaders of this small fighting force. They rushed upstairs, placed Callisti on one of the beds. And now, Sean, after your triumphant parade with the children and dwarves who can actually play some sort of instrument ends, you see the party coming back with a slumped tabaxi in their hands.
Oh. So, how dead is this person?
Caved in chest.
Right.
Looks like she was pushed to the ground and hit several times with a large warhammer.
Oof. Alright. Hold on. I might have something for this, and I take my hat off, turn around away from the group. Hold on, I'm reading.
Wait, is Sean just like that? Hold on, I'm reading. Like he pulls out like a book and he's like flipping through it.
No, this is me reading, but I take off my hat and I'm digging through my hat. Slightly lost here. Spells, aha, found it. Right. So it's because I wasn't here. This like you're dead, right? Like you're actually dead.
Actually dead.
Okay.
She is dead.
DED dead.
Oh, whoops. All right.
So, for the next hour, you all see Sean slowly begin to cast a spell. What kind of memories are going through everybody's mind, and are you all trying to call to Callisti or use any of what you have on you to aid in bringing her soul back to you?
I have a horrible thought. Elric's gonna go and whisper in her ear. If you don't come back from the dead, I'm going to tell everyone about those shitty fan fictions you wrote.
Roll me a persuasion check.
God damn it, I'm not good at this, but it's funny as fuck. Oh my god!
Alright.
Jackal will just kind of say out loud. Right. Just, I guess it's better than not being offered to some bloodsucker.
Okay, well, while this is happening, you slowly hear me singing in the back while casting Raise Dead. You hear me reciting a poem. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
No.
Never gonna run
God
around
damn it!
and desert you.
Please let her die. I felt
Never
good she
gonna
would give
make you
up back
cry.
after that.
Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Honestly,
And
I think
you see weird magic coming from my trumpet.
at this point, I think Callisti should just stay dead from that. I don't think he
Oh
needs
my
to come back.
god. So is anybody thinking back to, you know, some sort of memory they had of Callisti?
I said bye, peace. So.
I remember when Khaleesi said my music sucked.
I don't think
Wait, Nana!
Hmm.
Rowan, what about you?
I don't know. I guess she'll think back to when they were just. Oh, wait, yeah. Nope. Never mind. I was trying to think of a memory, and I don't think it was Callisti. I suck as a person.
I remember Callisti specifically saying after I unpoisoned her saying that was terrible. It's very specific.
God, I wish I would have seen that.
Yeah, that was the one time a couple of us were missing, so it was a
Um,
small fight.
I guess Elric would kind of remember when he had given Callisti that fucking charm, that technically the necklace from when they were at the bar while she was inebriated.
Jackal then kind of just as well. This magic thing's going to work, right?
I really hope so.
This says it has a spell DC. Am I supposed to roll for this?
Not yet.
Or does it just say a spell DC because that's just my spell DC?
Oh, that's like an auto thing that usually.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So another question. So yeah, my big ass diamond I keep in my hat. Since it's one piece, is it gone?
You're gonna find out.
Oh no.
Callisti, the last thing you remember is reaching out to Zephyr and trying and polymorphing him, I believe, right? No, polymorphing yourself. But you
Into a
caught
whale.
you caught a glimpse of Jackal surrounded, got slightly distracted and lost your spell. Now you find yourself alone on a ship. You hear the subtle sounds of rowing on either side of it as you float down this seemingly very calm river.
Wait. Wait, no, that could be the wait. kind of wanders over to the side. Does she see any, like, stone or anything of no overt cause?
Nothing that looks like Nogurt cause.
Wait. Wait, where the heck's my jar? I should be waking up back home. Unless... Oh, right. Didn't cut the finger off that day. Oh, that was really stupid of me not to do that. Hmm. Okay, okay. Well, this is what I get for being an atheist. Oh, shit.
You know, before she became one, my mother was also an atheist. To believe in and believe of are two different things.
Well, I mean, on an academic level, the gods exist. It's just, you know... So... I'm dead, right?
At the current juncture, yes. This is your first
Okay.
time, I assume?
Had a lot of close calls, but yeah, this is definitely the first time. Still not convinced I didn't just take a warhammer to the head and some alcohol. Might wake up from the stream, but everything points to dead.
And is that so bad?
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure.
I have many souls that don't know if it was their time to go or not. You seem like you're one of them. Your friends seem to be constantly fighting with one another. Your goals keep getting farther and farther away. What can one being do?
Well, I mean, with enough study and practice, wizard can kind of do whatever.
That's true. Is that what you want? To do whatever you believe in?
Just kind of moves over and kind of sits on the railing. I don't know. I kind of felt like we were doing something important.
That could be. Elric, say the line.
Callista,
Like a
if you
good neighbor
don't-
say over there.
Callista, if you don't wake up right now, I'm going to tell everyone about your fan fictions that you told me about to not say.
They're trying to raise me, aren't they?
Yes, they're trying, but
You faintly hear Rick rolling in the background. Very quietly.
ultimately, it still comes down to your decision.
Can it be because of a selfish reason?
Of course. Right now, I'm just guiding you down this path. You may not believe in the gods, but one of them has a place for you.
Just out of curiosity, which one?
You may not have even heard of them. His name is Academus.
I think I know, though. Probably not well known, but yeah, that etymology and all that, I kind of figure, I guess that makes sense. Honestly, even with all their problems, and they're just idiots.
I know a tiefling
Except
who
for
used to say.
Zephyr.
I know a tiefling
Sorry.
who says the same thing.
So yeah, do I have to say why I'm going back, or
Well, since your soul has much left of it, you only need to make your decision on if you want to go back or not. If you pass on more and more times, the chances I won't be able to allow you to return become greater and greater.
oh right, yeah, that's that whole. I know way too much about liches. Okay, yeah, yeah, I kind of set myself to buying a set of wrenches for someone and dinner. Yeah. Even though the idea of yeah, I'm ready.
It doesn't seem like she moves any of her limbs, but she floats over to you and puts a hand over you and kind of wraps you in this long, feathery raven cloak. You may not remember this, but I am Nyx, one of the guides.
This might be awkward, but you're really pretty.
She gives you a soft smile. And then the lights on her face go out one by one. And you begin to realize her entire body is made out of just constellations. And a lot of them you've noticed just recently, right before you went into Nogurt Cause. As you were on watch just the other night with a certain dragon.
Oh, please stop playing the music. I've heard it like 5 times now and I need it to stop.
Was he talking to me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, it's basically, imagine it's on repeat at this point, like... the
I have to
sound-
play it for an hour.
I look at him and squint aggressively, continually singing while my voice gets a little raspy because I'm annoyed.
Oh my god, please end me.
I get slightly louder and go up half a step in octave.
And as you go up that half a step, the diamond that has been placed on Callisti. Where did you place it on Callisti?
On between the eyes.
Right between the eyes?
Yep.
Alright, so it begins to glow a bright white, just as if it's a small star, and begins to slowly fade. And has a couple little brown spots in it. But you see the white from that diamond has placed a diamond-shaped spot in Callisti's fur right between her eyes of bright white. As her eyes open, very slowly, her chest begins to breathe.
Is the whole thing gone?
Hear the sickening sound of all of her ribs setting back into place.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna
And
leave a mark.
Callisti, I believe you have 4 or 5 levels of exhaustion right now. I don't remember what it's supposed to be.
I can scroll up.
It's 4
You
because
take
5 would be
minus-
fatal.
I thought 6 was fatal.
From the looks of it, when I was reading it, she takes a -4 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the other like revivify that gives you exhaustion or something.
Okay,
No,
the
it might-
creature returns to life with 1 hit point.
Yeah. Wait, so
Why
is the
isn't
whole
that
diamond gone?
Yes.
Yep.
So can I I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders. The whole thing. You took the whole thing.
You do not. Never mind. Magic. You lost, and we just brought her back from the dead.
So it would be 4 levels, I think.
I don't think it's of
Basically.
exhaustion because it doesn't like give you any. It's just 4 minus to minus 4 to everything. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, we could run it like that, or we could say it's exhaustion, just because
It's
getting rid of exhaustion is a little easier and less completely detrimental to the character.
it's the same.
Yeah, it's about the
So-
same.
The only difference is the minus 4 won't give you disadvantage on every roll.
I'd like to point out, first of all, Callisti.
You cut
Hello?
out right when you said
Do you
Callisti.
think it's gonna be a hot hairball? It's just a chunk of blood.
Oof.
As she turns and lays on her back. And okay, first of all, mending is a spell. Use it on ribs next time. Ow.
I don't think you can use it on living organisms.
I fortunately don't know that spell, Callisti.
When you're dead, it's like mending leather, especially when they're dead. Okay, no, still attached. Okay, ow, ow.
Right. Welcome
My
back.
grandmother
Celeste.
uses it all the time. Trust me.
Callisti, one of the
Welcome back.
unfortunate things is you're gonna probably need to find a new pair of glasses.
Oh, where are my glasses? I can't see.
They
Uh,
were smashed.
Also, Elric,
They-
Yeah.
you remember that time that you decided to get drunk and run through Ravencliff naked?
I mean, like before. Ah, God, when was that? I've run through many places naked drunk, so you're going to have to be specific.
The one you told me not to let, or to not remind you about.
Yeah.
That's weird because I erased your memory. Don't ever forget that.
Well, that's a darn shame, ain't it? As he just starts, he like goes to grab his bottle and it's like it's empty, and he's like, "Fuck, I need more puss."
Okay,
Dagger.
and Sham, thank you. Ow. Also, why is every one of your songs something my grandmother uses to mess with people?
As Sean was shaking you, the diamond fell off, and where it did fall off, you feel a very warm spot. And as you kind of just look at your nose, the fur is white there.
What happened to my nose? Who bleached my fur?
The power
diamond?
of God.
Jackal just very calmly says, "The diamond. Also, welcome back to the land of the living."
Did we?
Yes, we succeeded
Okay.
with a 2 fatalities, yourself and one of the brothers. Which I look over to Sean. I don't suppose if we have another diamond to spare, would you mind casting that same spell on him too?
Well, actually, I think there might be enough. She kind of reaches, looks down her shirt, and pulls out the little chunk of diamond. Oh, there, yeah, I think there might be enough left.
I have another diamond.
Excellent. So if we'll compensate Sean for the loss of his diamond. Also, Sean, thank you.
I'm kind of like on my knees, kind of whimpering that the diamond's gone.
Do we all see that?
That's why I slowed down.
I love how.
That's why
Where,
I slowed down when I saw that big bird. I was like,
where are my glasses?
fortunately they got pulverized to fine powder by the angry dwarf guys.
Sugar.
So you didn't sweep it up.
Oh.
We were kind of on a timetable when we put that big hole in there. And plus, well, you and one of the brothers were dead. Elric was literally out cold. Zephyr was very much close to death as well. Me and Rowan were the only ones standing, and the other brother, the one with all the armor. So,
I guess it's
yeah.
a good thing that I kind of planned ahead.
You have an extra pair of glasses somewhere?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing, you know. Always have an extra pair, especially when your sister's a bitch.
Wait, where?
Where's my bag?
Probably somewhere on the bed.
I mean,
Is
Jackal
this
had
all
enough
my
strength to
blood, or is this someone else's?
Oh, that's mostly yours, especially the few that you coughed up while you were, coming back.
popping yourself back. Yeah. Mostly yours. Probably some of Elric, but
As you see a couple arrow holes in Elric that are slowly bleeding.
Yeah, you get used to it at this point.
Well, I guess these'll do until we get back to that spot and I can fix the old pair. And she pulls a pair of, like, GI birth control, except they're with red frames out.
Ew.
yeah.
Oh, wow. I gonna have to polish these. Wow. Should have got a new
Just-
prescription.
Jackal just passes the busted up, bent frame of her, whatever remains of her previous glasses, but there's no lenses because they are fine powder.
Like I said, when we get back there, that's what mending's for. So, is this my bed? Because I really tired.
Right. Well, again,
Also,
welcome
what's that
back.
in the window?
Question: does Jackal also saw it when he was thanking Sean?
Yeah, when you all look in that direction, especially now that Callisti is looking over there, you see a small raven.
Yeah, Jackal's willingly ignoring it, and Jackal will just say, "Right, I'm just pretending that I didn't see a weird-looking raven thing when I was thanking Sean."
Hmm.
Jackal, we're in the middle of a war in an underground city where we're locked in. First of all, there shouldn't be any birds. Second of all,
I know.
would somebody go see if that's friendly or not and kill it if it's not? Because I am really not in any condition to do anything.
Poke.
I
Is
was
it an
gonna-
open window or a closed window?
Oh, right now it's closed.
opens.
Jackal points finger, preparing to fire an eldritch blast at it.
I'm not gonna like do any like thing aggressive or move too fast, but I'm just gonna open the window and kind of see what happens.
It just it stands there for a bit. It looks at you and looks at Jackal.
No funny business, bird.
It has something in its mouth that you all notice, and there are 2 gold coins that it puts down before it flies off. And Elric, if you watch it fly off, you see it just fly straight through the mountain, and it leaves a single raven feather.
Man, I swear to God, I'm seeing some shit at this point. I'm pretty sure the blood loss and alcohol is starting to hit me again.
Roll a religion check.
Oh, great. Elric's very good at those.
Everybody can.
I don't think Jackal would know much about the afterlife stuff other than the horrible fate of anyone who dies by Marthane or...
Oh my God, how the fuck does Elric know this? He probably stumbled into a church drunk and listened to a sermon.
Sean, are you gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm being dumb. Sorry.
I'll take the piece of paper then.
Did I do it?
Why did Elric get the best with a 0
Oh,
modifier?
I'm on me. Does that make a difference?
No, it should.
No, but you still only rolled a wisdom, not a religion. Oh wait.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh. I think I did it.
There we go. All right,
Nice, Elric.
Clisty,
Go, go.
Elric, and Sean. It's very easy to tell. 2 gold usually placed on the eyes is what you use to pay the ferryman. And it looks like somebody's gold was returned to them.
Does the scroll say anything as I look at it?
It was a feather.
Oh, okay, I was
Interesting.
Callisti, this is yours then, or what Jackal took anyway.
Oh,
Just kind of holds it up. Does have 2
you guys
gold
can
coins.
kind of tell Callisti's blushing just a little bit weird.
Jaggal's just not really in the mood to put up with that whatever weirdness is going on. Just walks over, places the 2 gold coins into Callisti's hands or paws. Right, that's actually yours. I don't know why a bird thing would have it, but I think all of us need a little bit of rest and recovery. Also, Sean, we might need your help again to revive the other brother, because he suplexed the assassin woman off a building, but she still live.
Wait, here's a weird question, Jeebus.
Wait.
Does the crow feather look familiar? Or no?
Wait, so is my diamond gone or not gone? I forget.
Your diamond is about 1/3 tarnished.
Alright.
Here, Callisti, she'll kind of hand you the feather.
So, after he says that to me, I like show him my cavity riddled diamond wall. If you're gonna want me to help people, I'm gonna need more of these.
I look over to Rowan. I'm sure you can provide him a diamond. I guess I'll compensate. Kind of starts shoveling through some of his gold.
Plus interest.
I'll give the diamond.
Right. Well, it's a little crowded here, so mission's accomplished. Everyone, I will see you all in a little bit. I kind of need some, as close to fresh air as possible.
Thank you.
Just gives a thumbs up as he closes the door.
This is a weird question, but if you find a doctor, I think one of my ribs is in the wrong place still.
I mean, I could give you wartime surgery. I've done it before.
Ulrich, the thought of you performing surgery terrifies me.
You'd be surprised how effective I am while drunk.
Zephyr steps up and offers to actually help you.
I feel insulted.
Yeah, Callisto will accept it, and we can switch whatever scene now.
Alright, we will switch back downstairs.
I was just give them a little more time. Jack was just gonna head downstairs. He can see what's going on with the brothers and try to set up a resurrection thing for the brother that was killed in the combat.
Sorry, just setting things up.
Yeah, no
No
problem.
worries. I was just suggesting that you guys continue your end while I'm typing all these notes furiously.
So, what was the end like? Callisti? Was it boring?
You ever see a fly bouncing inside of a greenhouse trying to get out?
No.
Or like in a window? Where it's just constantly smacking itself against the pane of glass trying to get out?
I mean, like most people when they tried to leave a bar.
I guess. I mean, most of our patrons have been pretty good so far.
But yes, I do.
It's a terrifying nightmare beyond all things. Don't ever die, Elric. Don't ever die.
I'm slowly trying not to every time I breathe. It's worked so far.
But death's really hot.
Well, I would hope. You sure it's not like cold? I would think the cold embrace of death would be pretty bad.
No, I mean, she is. In a weird, like, cosmic. I can't explain it, really.
Do I have to go through your writings later to understand what you're probably going to say?
I am totally writing 5 or 6 books on this.
I'm going to fucking throw up. Alright, you can go to the next scene, Chief. Unless you're still prepping.
Did I not move you guys?
No, I said. Oh, okay.
I'll just grab some more tokens that would be here. You all walk down to see Arianos conversing with his very small father. Opius leaned over Duncan. I think that was Duncan. Duncan and Thalrig sitting on the bench with his helmet in his hands and his great axe leaned up against the table.
Am I able to order something from the bar?
Aye, lad, what do you need?
Give me the biggest jar of pickles, pig feet that you got.
I don't have any left.
You ate the last of it.
You haven't got any more.
Sean,
He grabs you by your shirt.
oh no.
And what fucking supply chain do you think we're getting them from?
Well, what other feet products do you got?
You just see Elric,
He just
like,
throws you back to the stool.
Jack will just kind of catch Sean and direct his attention to the barkeep. Don't mind him. He just had a experience using a interesting spell and the whole teleporting thing. So yeah. I'll go over to Sean. Would you mind helping the Duncan that's there? We did say we'll help you with a compensation about that, but
Oh, is there a dead guy in here?
Yeah.
yes, right there.
That's why, like, the whole mood was sour.
Oh. Excuse me, I'll be back.
Give me. Elric kind of walks up to the bar. Give me the shittiest alcohol you have.
Okay, I pull out my cavity-rated diamond. Place it very gently between his eyes. Like I've done this before. But I have no idea what to do. Alright?
Jack will just add to the
Then-
barkeep. You'll have to forgive him. He doesn't have spatial awareness anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense. As you go, like, you don't even get close to Duncan as Thalaric grabs your hand. The fuck do you think you're doing?
He's helping your brother. Relax.
Like you helped him?
Oh, there's some tension here I must have missed.
I'm just gonna roll this. Okay. Jackal's walking over here. How long has it been since this little situation, by the way?
What situation?
Since the fight. How long has it been?
Just a couple
Just
hours?
wondering- would that equivalent to a short rest?
Not with all of the running and helping with the revival.
Okay, so Jackal doesn't have his shifting transformation, but he's just going to snarl at the other brother.
So,
Look, you got the mission done. Let him help. Very least, your brother will be back alive now.
and I look at him as well, with my 20 roll persuasion. Have no fear, I'm a professional.
He's really not.
I've done this
One time.
singular times.
Yeah, he has a good track record of actually succeeding.
I have 100. Oh, no, I say I have 100% track record.
Elric's just like, please give me the shittiest booze you have. I'm going to need to forget this as well.
Me too.
Oh my god. This day keeps getting worse.
I can't die!
Oh no.
Only because she died, I just went away. Like a fart in the wind.
So about that booth.
Yeah! The bartender just shakes his head and you see that he was already pouring you something. And he pours
I've
himself one.
Trust me, at this point.
Okay,
Okay,
you just
keep
top
going.
the keg.
Fucking, where's my
We're going to
con
need to
save?
get more booze soon, or some of these dwarves will start getting sober.
The worst thing that can happen to a dwarf.
Hey. It's like drowning in air.
Can you believe?
Thalrig lets go, like, kind of, again, Sean, you're getting thrown around a lot lately, throws Sean's hand, like, down to the side. Looks at you, Jackal, while you're snarling at him. just puts his helmet in your hands. Next time you think about going in without a plan, I might be fighting on the other side.
Well, at least the job got done.
Hey, at what fucking cost? Use your head next time.
Right.
You're in charge of lives.
Didn't quite ask for that responsibility, but yes, I'll keep that in mind next time.
He sits down and pretty much just death glares Sean while he begins. Are you still rickrolling?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jackal.
I need to find the song. Hold on.
I was gonna just say, Jackal is going to just simply ready in action if any harm were to attempt to be on Sean. Jackal will interpose.
Okay.
As he puts the helmet onto the table.
Rowan, as all of this is going on and you're kind of trying to not pay attention to it, you notice something. There's
What do I
one
know?
missing down here, and Crazy Eyes has her head in her hands, and the other dwarf that you guys have literally never gotten the name of, she just has a hand on her shoulder as they both sit in chairs.
What else happened?
Are you gonna go talk to him, or
Did I not just say something?
you're standing way over there?
I can ask a question from. God, fine, goddamn. There. I will ask the question again. What else happened?
We were with the other party.
And
Ogeron didn't make it.
who?
Our friend,
And I couldn't hear it.
Ogeron.
Where are they at right now?
Inside the belly of that beast.
Can't quite help him from here, can I? I'm scared, okay. She's just gonna, like, hold her hand out to offer comfort.
As you hold your hand out, Crazy Eyes lifts her head, and for the first time, she's actually looking at you.
Nice.
Tears streak down her cheeks.
If there's anything I can do.
Unless you can turn back time, no.
She'll give a soft smile. That's not something I can do. Sorry. I'm just gonna sit with them.
All right.
That's it.
And, well, Sean and Jackal are in the middle of resurrection.
Hmm. You faintly hear the melody of "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
Fucking love you.
Jackal just kind of
Been waiting to
mumble.
speak.
No worries.
Playing
No
the
worries.
song of the Angel of Death.
Oh, it's definitely the emo rock version.
No.
It's great.
It's a really bad joke. It's fucking Mariah Carey.
Jack was just going to simply mumble while still keeping an eye on the brother, but he just was like, where does he come up with all these weird lyrics? Is this a northern thing?
Sean's Goblin family actually just lived in an abandoned mall deep underground.
They played
At one
like
time, at one time of the year for 3 months, all they hear is this song.
No. If you want to like make it weirdly canon, there's a Spelljammer his family grew up on that had like a broken radio that would receive random transmissions, and that was one of them for 3 months. Look at that. Oh god. It's that time of the year again, Sean, trying to hit the radio station.
Arinos pulls up a chair next to you, Elric. What happened?
Blew a hole in the door. About it. Much as I could sugarcoat it, war has inevitability. People, lives, they're always at stake here. We got lucky that we're able to bring the few back that we have.
Aye. Anything that we weren't expecting.
From what Rowan was saying, there was an assassin. I don't necessarily know how the council operates in its later years, but I don't necessarily remember Irida approving assassins on the board.
I never fucking did that.
That's what worries me.
It was one of those long ears.
That also worries
You
me.
hear the creaking of his little staff walking stick. Fucking elves in my city.
This is why I was very wary of the fucking my name. Give me one minute, I forgot my name.
She should be in the Underdark tab.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't thinking of her. This is Elric's personal grievances. If I could fucking find the Gravencliff, or not Gravencliff, Novert Caused tab, wherever it is. Do we not have it?
It's at the very top.
Okay. Where is she? Brewin, there we go. So I have generally been wary of the Brewins making outside deals.
Well, that was their whole job.
It doesn't mean I still can't be wary of what exactly they are making with no supervision. Another thing, they also seem to know of us, so any element of surprise or outliers we have now are going to go straight out the window. Probably going to have to be a little bit more tactful now rather than head on, which was my worry, but
Well, we're the smaller fighting force with worse weapons and next to no food. I think tactics should be a definite priority. Tomorrow, though.
one other thing. Has anyone been down to the mines as of late?
Opius has. He took a small contingent down there to see if that plan that His eyes trail like to pretty much right above him, where the room that Callisti's resting in. Should be. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that.
No worries. You were saying he took a contingency down in case that plan, you said he looked off.
Oh, aye, that plan that Callisti and you were coming up with to send the women and children down there.
Yeah.
Seeing if he could make it a bit more comfortable. Using their creation magics to make rooms and beds.
Just be wary of the roads, because I am quite worried that since the stone jaws had recently been made charge of, I just
Aye.
don't want them to find secret entrances that we aren't aware of and lead to more death than we have to.
I'm sure that's how they've been sneaking people in. We could use one of the 2 scout regiments to go and, the remaining scout regiment to go and see if they can find information about that.
Tell them to keep it light, and if they see anything, to come back immediately. We don't need
Aye,
to.
they're highly trained scouts. They're meant to infiltrate enemy battle lines. It's their bread and butter.
Do what we can. For now, I'm just going to drink for a little bit more and hope to God I don't get reminded of what happened long ago.
Hey, let's hope that little one you sent upstairs should come back with some information, hey?
Yeah.
That's when you realize nobody's seen Tick.
Yeah. That's why Elric is kind of like not thinking about it for a minute. About
All
how
right.
long ago was he sent?
Well, he followed you all out. He took 2 of the scouts.
I hope to God he don't get fucking lost.
Oh, he's got a sharp nose on him, that one.
He's also easily distracted.
Aye, he liked the gems in my beard.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried. As long as the other scouts can keep him pointed the right way, much like a hog with a carrot, I think he'll be fine.
Haagen-Dazs will take care of him.
Alright. Like I said, I'm just gonna not be drinking for a little bit longer. Worst
Hey,
comes to worst. I don't
Rest
want to
tonight. Maybe, get some gauze for those holes.
I'll just pour some alcohol in this as I go. Usually makes it better.
This is why I always liked you. Give me 2
Should've said
seconds.
that
I have
to
to
my-
stand up to go grab something real quick.
Yep, no problem.
So, Sean, as you're doing this ritual, you see Thalrig staring at his axe, and he places it over his brother's chest, and it instantly begins to rust away and turn to next to nothing.
Huh.
And Opius takes a small shield off of one of his shoulder pads and does the same. Duncan was
What's
a
the
good
meaning
lad.
of this?
Sacrifices to the gods to hopefully get his soul back to us. I've had to perform this ritual on both of these boys once already. He's going to have a hard time coming back. And,
Can I roll performance for this?
sure.
It's okay.
With your performance roll, knocking the DC down by 1 again. I'll kill you, knife yard! I died again, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, though. You did save a lot of us.
Oh, I'm sure you would have done the same for... Oh, that shoulder's not in place yet.
Considering you did a perfect suplex, I think it was, on that assassin off the building.
Hey, hearty
Yeah.
little knife here.
Yeah. She also took a few shots from me and still ran off at tip-top speed.
Fucking coward like always. Looks at Rowan. Oh, sorry.
You hear me turned around and crying, looking at my diamond. It's okay, Elizabeth.
You have
We
about a...
sacrificed your beauty for the greater good.
Thank you, Sean. Rowan will compensate you with the diamond.
If I could get back to my throne... That's not right. Wait, it's Irish. If I could get back to my fucking throne, I'll get you any diamond you want. Maybe a pair of pants that aren't so damn tight.
Stop looking at me, ass.
Jackal kind of starts moving and pauses. Wait.
Standing here in a fucking child's tunic because I'm so damn small.
Mumbles as he kind of looks for something to drink.
Why the hell did I get reincarnated while everybody else gets raised?
Bad decisions.
Right. So from all of your poor decision making, I'm a halfling. Duncan died. And you died.
Yeah, that was kind of my
We
fault.
didn't have our magic goblin at the time for your reincarnation situation.
The only way we can reincarnate people is the little green bastard. I'm never dying again.
Actually,
Jack-
Zephyr was the reincarnate.
Oh, then well, maybe I will die again, just so we can change me into something less... Well, I'm the same height, it's just thin. And my feet are so damn small. And hairy. Right, well, as king, oh, no, fuck, that's not me anymore. Oh, you know, tell these kids to get the fucking rest. They're gonna need it. There's a lot of planning to do tomorrow.
Does anybody have a copy of Anvil of War? I really feel like I need to brush up on military tactics.
Elric will throw you Callisti like a giant ass pamphlet that he keeps in his back pocket. These are military notes that I've kept. Not necessarily Anvil of War, but useful.
Why is the first 3
Jackal.
pages about the uses of condoms?
Because you don't want kids on the battlefield.
Jackal just
Also, I wrote half of that while drunk.
Jacko's just gonna add offhandedly of sorry, but the stuff I know is just from the Griffin's Pass and not exactly the most war efficient thing for our side, I guess. Though Jackal is pretty much hiding the fact that the tactics that Griffin's Pass does is go into the enemy's place, fuck things up, and then run for the hills.
Ah, guerrilla warfare. It's on page 36. Here. As the bartender reaches down under the bar, you hear a lot of clinking and clacking and the definite sound of a great axe hitting the floor. As he slams this tome. You know, you all have seen the meme, Understanding Women, the book.
Oh my god.
And it's about as tall as you are. This book is color-coded and has about 1,000 post-it notes sticking out the side. Can't be a general without knowing your stuff.
Jackal will take a quick little look on the guerrilla warfare one. And probably finds the one of it. Oh, poison the wells. It's actually a pretty good tactic that Griffin's Pass like to use once in a while.
Aye, well, it's shite if you want to move back in.
Exactly. That's why I'm pretty much worried that anything I know from Griffin's Pass is not going to be beneficial to us in the long run.
You know, as Callisti's kind of like flipping through it, I knew they called it guerrilla warfare. I know why they call it guerrilla warfare. I did not realize that Never Cause employed actual guerrillas at one point. Okay.
Oh, yeah, one of our druids kind of got the terms a little mixed up.
Why does it say sand ape right there?
Oh, that's what he could turn into. He was an Earth Genasi.
That sounds fucking scary. What the fuck?
Just think an ape that can sneak under a 1-inch wide doorway and pop up and punch you in the face.
Ah, here's one about elementals, little spellcasters turning into elementals and moving around while blasting people with spells.
That's a new edition. I think that's from one of those elves down south.
Huh.
And in very extremely broken common, Crenelly kind of goes, yes.
Alright. Well, guess we'll do better next time. Is everyone, I guess, alive and well?
Alive? Yes. Well, no.
Well, that was a rhetorical question, but survival is its own victory in its own way.
Aye, but we can't forget the fallen. And some of those dwarves over 200 years.
We won't.
You know, one thing I'm surprised about, they're not using the siege weaponry.
Wait, we still have that? I thought it was broken down and in disrepair.
No, we brought it all back. I mean, some of it's still out on the front lines being used, but we have the majority of it.
Oh, that doesn't set well.
Wait, we have the siege weapons or they have it?
Well, currently they do. But I'm surprised they weren't implementing them.
No, that would risk breaking them. Unless the siege weapons aren't here anymore.
do know that they might be fighting a war on two fronts, so they might be using them somewhere else, considering most Novrit God's siege weapons are probably the best that they can afford, and can get through most things.
And let's not forget the minions and followers, or whoever the Burn Coalition somehow got past all the wards and everything else now that the doors are closed, so there might be another way out.
Which brings up another question. As she turns to the king and former king. Now that we have a door, or hole in the door, I think it's time we discuss those secret passages that absolutely nobody but the two of you know about.
Speaking of passages, Jackal looks over to Elric. I got a question. What happened to that big terrifying fraud that came out of your mouth?
I don't want to think about it right now. I'm worried about something else.
I mean, couldn't we just use it on the enemy?
Considering we don't even know what is going on with the enemy, and we don't know how to really tamper with that, it could backfire on us heavily and just have us fighting a war that we really can't afford to. But fuck it, why not? Let's reach out. Test 1, 2.
Seven.
Okay, you're still working. Hey, how's it going?
The large frozen ones do hold up quite well in combat, but we are slowly making our way through them.
Fuck it, he's just killing Eddie. God damn it. Looks at Jekyll. Just before I do this, Jekyll, are you sure we should bring that here?
I mean, no, but
There's not really, unless they could. No, that shouldn't be possible. They shouldn't be able to make it through the vent pipes, right?
So how durable are you through sliding through smaller ventilation shafts? Mostly for heat concurrence. Because I have a new task for you.
A new task.
you know, might be a fun idea just to tell him or sick him on that really big purple creature that's lurking around the place.
Remember
And-
the place where you were created and brought to life here in this domain?
Yes.
I need you to come back and go to the higher districts. There is one who calls themselves a king, but is not really a king. Someone that.
Would you like me to deal with the large purple lizard outside?
Oh yes, fucking please.
We shall bring our forces down upon him.
A large purple what?
You don't hear
Elric,
that. This is a mental link.
Oh, okay.
Your face looks
Sorry.
really weird.
So they might. So our fighting force, well, my fighting force, might have found the purple dragon.
But he's what? Where?
I'm assuming it's outside Novrit's cause.
How the what? Oh wait, it came out through the other holes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now that we're locked in here. So now, if I could send them to stall, it could buy us some time, as well as also kill up the problem, which might work in our favor.
There you go.
All right. End your ice campaign then, my warrior, and then take down the purple lizard as he stands in our way.
He will make a fine addition.
Oh shit. This is gonna create way more problems than it should, but oh well. Imagine the fucking purple just dying to a shit ton of slots.
I just had a theory, a thought, idea. Why didn't we think of that?
What did you postulate?
I
Well,
mean,
Zephyr can talk to animals, right?
Correct.
We should have had him talk to the rats to see how to find an exit.
Wait, there's still rats down there?
Well, there's at least 3 in there with a no, hell no.
What? You cut out
Excuse
for a
me.
minute.
No, Jackal just burped for a moment.
My Wi-Fi, no.
What?
My Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go. My voice was being weird
Yeah, you're starting to sound a little robotic.
for my connection. What did Callisti say? I missed it. 'Cause
He said, well, there's like 3 rats out in with hell no.
And then Jackal,
He belched.
unabashed. Yeah. It looks away a little bit.
Wait, you ate them?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Look, I was hungry, okay?
So you... Oh.
I don't know. Do you really think I can discriminate or single out or notify which rat is rat?
I mean... Granted, at this stage, I'm not even sure what constitutes cannibalism for you, so...
Ha 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 ha. Funny.
At least you're not doing that weird, creepy laugh that you've been doing a lot lately. That, yeah, you and I know.
We're probably not on the safe of that one yet, but it's one problem at a time.
Alright.
We need to get some rest. All of us are... Elric, you...
Yeah.
You're bleeding.
I'm
Still.
pouring the alcohol on it, as you kind of see him like drinking some, and then pouring some of it on the wounds.
There's just a trail back and forth from the stairs for Elric. You just see where he's gone.
Yeah, it's like you can hear like the squish on his like shoes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time I've lived in this bar. I'm pretty sure they can make an exception for today. For now.
I mean, the last time you did was only a couple of days ago. Or, well,
Exactly.
weeks.
No. Oh yeah, 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, besides those stitches you got when you accidentally fell off that hedge.
Oh, I have a lot of stitches. I also have one that's on my ass, but that's for another time.
I'm really glad we had your wife sent to Graven Cliffs.
Oh no, she'd probably be the one who puts me in the ground or anything else.
No, I was saying if there is, if the purple dragon's outside, I mean, it just, Oh, shit.
Go on.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Okay.
What?
Getting
She
quite
starts
the
trying to, like-
word.
She's like half awake. You can tell, like, she's trying to mime, like, how do I say thing without saying thing? Remember our iron friend and the guy she's hanging out with? Wink, wink. That are
Hope-
just outside.
I thought
I
they
mean-
Oh.
I thought they were further away in the woods.
Well, I mean, in relative terms.
Well, relative would be fine if it wasn't like a literal country mile away.
You mean basically our charges who are not here, thankfully. Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
I'm also
problem.
saying they're outside with that.
I mean, so is like. Well, here's the
Also-
thing. Hopefully, maybe they're smart enough to not fight on equal footing, or maybe they're dealing with the smaller minions, and maybe the centaurs are putting more. Who the fuck knows at this point?
I think she's
Oh.
also referring to your frog army.
Oh, if they die, they die. I don't give a shit.
That's actually for the best, Jackal. Trust me.
No, what I was referring to was that make sure our frog army knows not to touch our charges and just deal with whatever else is trying to attack them.
I will get to that tomorrow when I don't feel like absolute shit and say something stupid.
I really need
Right.
to get sending as a spell.
I don't think it could send to a slog.
Yeah, I can. Just I don't have that spell. Okay. I have a lot of reading to do, and not much blood in my body to do it with. So
Jackal
if someone
points.
could bring this up to the room so that I can sleep on it.
Fine.
Elric grabs.
No,
How heavy is
take
it,
the-
Demas?
What's your strength?
22.
You should
Oh,
be
no,
fine,
20.
but barely.
That's strength.
What is
It's
this?
a pile of. It's a very
a
large
book is
book.
high. A book about 3 feet high.
No, the only reason I think Jeebus was looking for just base strength for carrying weight, not like without mods.
Yeah, and Elric, you have strong back, so you can lift it.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. You know, I might actually have to read through this too. It's been
Have
long since
fun.
I've
Wait, how did I roll a 20? What?
You rolled an
You
18.
rolled an 18 plus 2. You have Jack of all trades, so anything you're not proficient in, Jack of all trades gives it to you.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe is actually really good. Because it just starts fucking with your numbers a lot, and it just adds proficiency bonus to
Yeah.
everything.
Including your initiative.
Puggers.
That's why bards are actually really good for like newer players, because it's like, oh yes, you might have fucked up the roll, but here's some extra incentive for the roll. If you're not proficient. Alright, but yeah, I'll take the book up. And I guess this is the first time, like, even though Callisti said she was gonna lay on it, Elric is probably gonna go in the room and kind of like just read through it, because he also needs to refresh on this shit. It's been a while.
It was literally her having a term of I'm going to pass out on this book before it's over.
Elric will pick you up and still read it.
Alright, well, so you'll head up to the rooms and begin to try to sleep. Callisti, falling asleep will be easy for you, but what about everybody else? Especially those who haven't seen war before. How easy is it for sleep to come to you after seeing what you just saw today?
I guess Elric would be conflicted because it would remind him of everything that had happened prior, so it probably wouldn't be easy, but he's probably reading through the book as a way to distract himself and kind of get refreshed on everything.
I feel like.
Jackal,
Oh, you're
after
good.
you. No, you go.
I feel like sleep is very easy for me because I am physically and mentally distraught that Elizabeth is my diamond is riddled in cavities.
Already named it.
Look at Elizabeth.
And, I mean, unfortunately, living in a goblin clan in the Underdark, death is a common occurrence, so I wouldn't expect you to really be too phased by it, especially when it wasn't anybody close to you.
She was my friend.
The diamond.
Yeah.
Well, let me just fix my
Let's see,
audio.
can I roll? What would it be? Constitution to see how well I take this.
No.
I think.
I mean, it's
wisdom.
just kind of more of a role play thing to see like how your
Gotcha.
characters are dealing with it. Rowan, what about you?
Probably had a hard time sleeping. If any at all.
Callisti, stop having sex dreams about my death.
Oh my god.
Excuse you, Jeebus. Fuck you.
They're very romantic, by the way.
Yes, just like every person that posts fucking fanfiction on Tumblr says it's very romantic, and it was for the significance of the plot.
Huh.
I hate that like some people will get that joke.
That's why I broke a little bit.
Well, Rowan, Callisti, and Jackal, as always, tend to sleep in a bit for the next morning, and as you all slowly make your way down, you see people are eating their half a ration for a breakfast, as rations are very tight right now.
-1 ration for me. I suppose Jackal would have a little bit trouble sleeping as well, but mostly because he's thinking in the back of his mind dealing with the fact that he was part of Griffin's past, but it was as a mercenary. So, back of his head, he's literally thinking of all the ways that he is going to survive this situation. But also wondering how the hell he gets so wrapped up in this situation.
All because you decided to join Elric.
Oh, because Elric and everyone else dragged him along, and then he got bounded by the pack with Drake. All because of fear of memory wipe.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So should I roll a con save or something for a long...
No,
Well.
you all do get your long rest. It's just some people sleep in longer than others. And nobody gets the earth tremor alarm clock. Because you all went through hell yesterday and everybody knows it. But you all do have the anxiety of knowing that there are many decisions that need to be made today.
Oh, can you give me a brief rundown of what I did?
You got together with all of the halfway musically inclined dwarven figures and made yourself a little marching band and played the scuffed Titanic theme song because copyright reasons.
They were also known as the Maroon Parade.
You couldn't call them Maroon 5? Oh
No,
wait, copyright reasons.
I was literally making a Black Parade joke. I was going the opposite direction.
I
with
was
that.
about to say, you went the other direction.
I was
Shout out
looking more
MCR.
emo. You were looking more pop.
Yeah. Oh, Black Parade covered by Maroon 5 on Slayers.
That sounds like a very cursed edit that I don't ever want to see.
Black Parade in G major.
Ew, no. At that point, just fucking play it at the piano and just pray it's actually decent. Actually, technically, the whole thing is in piano. Never mind, I'm stupid.
I'm about to pull up my DAW and see how that would sound in the HQ. Actually sounds funny.
That just sounds like ill-transposed. Please don't, because now I'm afraid to hear what the fuck that sounds like. That's like just... At that point, just
Oh, don't worry, I'm already on it.
At that point, just shift it to like a major key and just hate your life.
Yep. Shout out G7.
I'm afraid for the monster I've created.
Don't worry. That's probably before tomorrow morning. There will be a link of what that would sound in Major.
God, no.
I'm committed. I have a tab open here.
Life was a mistake.
Alright, let me just put that back in there for reference.
Okay.
What is this?
It's just in the main chat of just what we have available to us. So when we start talking.
So there are several different groups of fighters that you guys are in command of. And they obviously do what you think they do by the naming convention.
Alright.
So you can send the scouting group to points of interest that you have. The fighting groups can do their best to take tactical spots such as food storage, enemy encampments, whatever you guys can think that you would want to send a group of about 10 dwarven military men. And the clerical group have some fighting capability, but they're more on the helping the fighting or scouting groups survive.
Alright.
Well, we need to determine where the siege weaponry is gone.
Maybe we can do that ourselves.
I was thinking we might need to go and get the people from the granary. Our side's losing and food and such is not going to be good, so we need to make a major push. Getting the wall down was a big one.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be waiting for us through there now or tighten their security, but
Which is why I'm hoping that some people have remembered where other weak points or other hidden points are.
Do we have like a map of like who controls what?
going from what we heard, top district still in control of the enemy. We have the lower district. We'll definitely need to get more food if we're saving hostages, so maybe send, I don't know, maybe 2 groups to do some food securing, grains and all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a mixed batch to do a tactical grab for a certain point.
Does anyone from the clerical group have experience in botany?
You guys do have Zephyr, if you talk about botany.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Can Zephyr grow food?
I believe he can.
Good berry's been what we've been keeping and maintaining down here for days.
Actual
One
day.
of those.
Good berries can sustain you for the whole day.
And Zephyr's a chef, so he's probably been like splitting them up and doing some
Salted
chefly
good
abilities.
berries.
Like a sauteed good berry.
Spiced good berries.
A good berry sorbet.
Doing just more to stretch out the 10 good berries he gets per cast to more like probably 15.
Good berry tea.
Good berry wine.
Good berry soup. Stew.
Theory.
Chowder.
Maybe you guys can chime in. I'm, again, a little tired, but
I heard the leather boot's pretty tasty boiled.
No, please, let's not start resorting to that just yet.
depends on what it's made out of.
We're really not good.
Preferably swine.
Anyway, off topic. What if we send 2 groups of fighters as both a distraction and resource gathering to distract and pull away from the granary? Another fighter group and the clerical group goes with us to the granary, and we set scouting party to determine if they can figure out where the enemy is coming in at.
Only issue is the fighting party dies for fun. As much as I would care for taking the clerical group with us, it would be less beneficial for them to come with us purely because it could lead to death of the people going for distractions. I'm trying not to make as many casualties here and limit what we can.
Would it up their chances to maybe pull a few from the clerical groups into the fighting group?
No, because they're as far as I'm aware, and Opius can back me up on this, they're not really super heavily combat oriented. They can hold a weapon, sure, swing it, but they're mostly there for helping, not hurting.
I'll chime in my thoughts, but maybe have a mixed group of 2 of the fighter groups and a cleric group with them to grab a tactical point that might lead as a distraction. And since we are saving people from the granary, we do need food, so maybe a fighter and scout group will have to go find some food to sustain the, I guess, refugees that we're going to be saving. And we'll go into the granary to go save people. I mean, it'll work as both a distraction and a believable enough of a distraction that we might lessen the enemy forces when they go after a 3 group of dwarf fighters and cleric.
Even looking at...
who look like they're going to take a tactical point, conserve a distraction for us to go in there, take out whatever left guards are there, get the hostages, and hopefully our other group, the fighter and scouts, could possibly raid a few places to grab some food, but keep safety at a minimum or maximum and not throw themselves in carelessly at lives.
Looking at the, I guess, wartime map that's probably in front of us, or just general assessment.
Yeah.
What tactically looks like the best point to take that could cause enough of a distraction for us to get to the granary? Like what that's relatively close and probably would have the minimal amount of casualties?
Probably Aunt Jameson's distillery.
There are 2
Because I do
other
like how you
options.
guys are thinking about going for the granary first, but that is the most heavily fortified position in the gold district right now.
That's what I figured.
So you could win by sending everybody there, but you're definitely going to take major losses at this point.
There is another
Alcohol's
option.
also pretty calorie dense. And there'll be a morale boost too.
And remember, if a dwarf gets sober, they have
It's-
disadvantage
We're
This is true.
in my world.
God, no wonder deli drinks.
we're at a very disadvantageous point. So we have two options outside of that, maybe more. One, we do a full frontal on the granary to try and save as many as we can with everybody. Probably not a great thing. Or we continue trying to do that. And
How far is the greenery?
The granary will be in the Dirtbeard district of the Golden Ward, which would probably be one of the more farther away points. It's not fully up the scale of Nogurt Cause, but it's about 3/4 of the way.
Weird question,
Alright.
Gibbous. Where do they get their water from? As my one ability for the Dirtbeards, as my one ability for Mine Shafts usually works while I'm paying it.
The Dirtbeards usually use create.
Okay, so they
Create
just
water.
manifest it. They don't actually like bring it or source it in from
There are natural streams that flow through the mountain.
there is one other option. Well, technically, we could still send everybody as a distraction, which would mean we send all of our forces here, our groups, as a distraction to the granary with the explicit thing of minimal casualties and to basically pretend to fight a losing fight. A distraction. A feint.
Even
While the rest of us go straight for the head of the snake.
you really do have a death wish after coming back, don't you?
It wasn't as bad as I told you it was.
Right. Well, I kind of want to keep living, breathing.
I vote towards the distillery.
Also, the one thing that I do remember for the Dirtbeards, at least if, though I don't know how well this could work, we can start, or at least send some scouts to check different irrigation systems for the streams that the Dirtbeards tunnel in. That way, to give them a bit of a war of attrition to limit the food in the granary and cause civil unrest, even though we know that might not be all that well, considering what we're up against. It may shift forces and make them weaker. Well,
Elric, I don't think that's going to be the case. We're dealing with zealots, as you know. And I honestly, from a military perspective on this, they don't care about the people in the granary. They could
They
be
don't.
dead right now.
that's the thing. They don't. The people that are being forced into a position do. You may, sure, we're dealing with a good handful of zealots, but there's still the masses that are essentially hostages as well, fighting this war. If you start turning armies against each other, you can create civil unrest. You just need to know the right kicker, so to speak.
Possible.
I mean, it's the best, lowest option.
That's a
Which
really
option,
dangerous idea.
So to kind of explain above the table, Elric was basically thinking of rerouting the water supply to us rather than the Dirtbeards, and basically war of attrition,
Okay.
forcing civil unrest.
Question. Really
I think that's
weird
a great idea.
question. Where's the nearest nests of rust monsters?
I mean, we could send a scouting party to go try to find one.
It's a risk, but if we were able to let it loose in the gold district, it would significantly weaken all of our enemies
Well, they're
until
doing
they killed
that.
it. I mean, on the other hand,
So maybe we should use that as a distraction to get into the granary,
I really
if there's one
think
there.
going to the granary right now, with what we have, will get us killed.
I
And there are-
agree.
And there are smaller options, such as the distillery here, as he kind of points, that will at least get alcohol protection back to us, so the dwarves here aren't sober. Because when the dwarf gets sober, they forget how to swing a weapon. Really bad.
alright. So let's do the distillery first.
A half a ration with mead sounds
if we're
better than
going to
just half a
continue-
ration.
If we're going to continue to do that, we should probably target weapons productions and everything else, because that's...
And Zephyr would also point out, what is whiskey made out of?
Grain.
Grain.
Water.
And usually use water for refinement,
Grain and clear water.
which we are technically going to be rerouting, so...
So with that,
No, that does put a
you can make bread.
Or more whiskey.
Or more whiskey.
Or both.
Same with potatoes. Feed people or vodka. Vodka.
Well,
Alright. So where are we sending our forces to distract and pull?
probably for the water I don't know, because Elric knows
So
water
you guys
too much.
could,
that
I mean,
Do we need to send a distraction? I feel like we're very focused on sending a distraction.
to,
Well,
to make
there's
it
two-
easier
there's
for you
two
guys, you don't
things.
need to send people to the two places I said. You could just say, you could send them to go be a distraction near the distillery, just like you guys did with the wall with the one
Ah, okay.
force that was with the twins.
I guess it would make more sense, I guess, for us to go towards, like, rerouting the water, because Elric generally knows the mountains and knows how to, like, drain water out from different tunnels and stuff, considering his background.
I know this is a really dangerous question.
Go on.
But, and I know this sounds crazy. Like, really crazy. If we can get the people out of the granary, and we can get an evacuation plan down through the mines and into the temple. Again, crazy. What about collapsing the mountain?
You want to kill us all while we're in here?
No, we'd be in the temple. And we'd have to find a way out through the Underdark.
Here's the problem with that, Callisti. As much as I think of it more so of the after effect. Once you do that, then the dragons have basically won, because then we'll have no metal production from Novikos and have to rebuild the whole city. As much as I appreciate the short term of it to be more beneficial, the long term could fuck us over in the grander scheme.
Not inherently. No,
Considering...
hear me out.
Okay.
Novard, she looks at the king and former king. Novard causes weaponry and its crafts are not about its forges. It's about the craftsmen that do it. If we can get them out, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a logistics nightmare. But whether it's here or Gravencliff, the production can be picked up. It's the people that matter. I understand it's
Both
losing
of
a
them
home.
are like in the middle of breakfast, and we're like both like they're obviously father and son because they were both taking a bite and they both just stopped when he even brought this up.
As much as I understand, no. You have to think of it, sure, it's a logistics nightmare. You're also displacing everyone that's going to be moving here, and considering most of the world is in a war, where are they going to go? Sure, you have the master craftsmen, but what if they get picked off by bandits or other burnt coalition along the way? There's way too many variables for something that's reckless, and that's coming from me.
I mean, the other crazy idea was to somehow get the dragon to come in and then drop the mountain on them all.
Okay, let's. First off, I don't even think the dragon can come in considering the runes.
Well, there's ways that would take some work if they actually haven't already been doing that. I hadn't thought about that.
Let's put that on
I
the
know
high
you're a pretty good spellcaster, Mr. Skaven. But the runes that are throughout Nogurt Cause are first off immense, and second, written by Moradin himself.
I understand that, and I'm going to counter with the fact that the situation we're in. And I also have to question. You know, let's just bring this up. Why did Tick wake up?
The fuck's a tick.
Our small little black friend, scaly
Speaking
friend.
of, where is Tick?
It was with the scouting party last I heard.
Twisty literally leans back to look at Elric's back.
Not there.
Jackal's going to pull out a gold coin. Tick, shiny.
Nothing.
Oh, that usually worked.
I hope
But then
nothing
Jackal turns and looks over to Arnos and his father. Yeah, Tick is our small little black scaly friend. Apparently has dragon blood in him. I guess he's a kobold, right? So
I don't think
he
he's
fell.
kobold, he's lizard folk, if I remember correctly.
This is just Jackal talking. Player wise,
He's
I forgot
a
what I
very
wrote.
specific type of lizard folk.
But anyway, Jackal just continues on. Look, he's got some sort of dragon blood in him. He fell asleep for a little while and then woke up. So yeah.
I mean,
That.
Nova Cause also doesn't keep out dragonborns, to be fair. Doesn't it, Jeebus, if I remember correctly?
They have a harder time getting through, but they can, because they are more mainly human than they are dragon at this point.
So it's not like the runes are inherently made to keep out dragon kind. They're more so for actual scaly pricks that come through.
Right. Though, I just want to ask something to Callisti, that you do know you're asking literally everyone here to sacrifice their home, right? The reason why they're fighting for their place?
Yeah.
So, I'll ask you this question, but if we were to ask the entire Duskhaven clan to sacrifice their entire home, everything in it, for a victory, would they really do it?
Or if we were to burn down your whole library in order to ensure victory in war.
Oh no, thank you.
Honestly, there'd be a lot of screaming and murdering. But yeah, I actually think my family would be that crazy. Because it's about us, and we can rebuild. That's... Again, I said it was a crazy thought. He didn't mean it to go anywhere.
True, but just remember, some people tend to take the loss of their home a lot more seriously. Just be careful, since some wouldn't really bother with reasoning and just come swinging with an axe or a sword or teeth and claws.
So,
The little one does have a point. The biggest problem is the reason we can make the things we do is because of those forges. They're magically enhanced by years and centuries of dwarven craftsmen putting everything they have into them. We couldn't make the siege weaponry without a forge of similar caliber.
that's what I was worried about.
Wait, you're talking about forges of similar caliber. What about the level of caliber in Moradin's temple itself?
Oh, aye, those would work, yes, but there's, I believe, if I remember right, there's only one. And it's a eighth of the size of the one that I use.
Speaking of which, has Big Green been involved in anything as of late?
Haven't heard anything from him.
Weird. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So it's not just so simple about poisoning a well or shooting a couple of merchants.
Well, no, if anything, we're rerouting the well. That's the easy part. The hard part is going to be fighting people to get there.
Yeah, I was just thinking of some of the things that the Griffin's Pass has done.
For that, you're going to most likely be going through dealing with the druids. At least the ones that are the most loyal to Squeaky Voice.
God, I fucking hate his voice.
So, wait, I forgot, but, Jackal looks around. Squeaky voice person is on our
Dark-haired.
side? Or-
No.
No.
Yeah, dirt. Right, so... Wait,
Question.
was he a willing traitor or was he a brainwashed person?
Don't know.
I don't know who's brainwashed or not. When that purple bastard revealed himself, all of their eyes glowed purple. I mean,
Except
Meredith has been a
that one guy.
greedy bitch for most of her life, but she's always had Nilgrit Cause's best interest in mind.
Wait, I have a weird question.
Hey?
You looked at the bartender.
What?
Did anyone down here get all glowy-eyed?
Nobody in the bar.
And you don't serve Raywin wine down here, right?
Trying to insult me?
No, I just had a weird thought about how it happened.
Oh, you're referring to the
Let's see, roll
idea that
history.
they... Oh.
That's a 13.
even with 13, you saw Brewin Vine very recently. Deep shade of purple.
Oh wait, I have that in my bag, don't I?
Yep.
That's that moment of Callisti going, you know, like, tail just kind of fuzzes a little bit as she reaches in and pulls the bottle out, sets it right on the bar. I think I need to do some work.
Should I be worried about that?
Well, don't drink it.
Well, I didn't
I
plan on it. It looks like shit.
I'm
I mean,
suspecting...
it looks like it's glowing, but...
Like I said, it looks like shit.
Well, if... Man, every time I try to talk, it's like something goes up.
Maiza, you can
So-
ask your question while this is going off.
Oh yeah. Jackal was just gonna say, or at least looking at the bottle and looks at Callisto. So, I take it they already did the whole poisoning the well, but points at the wine bottle.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Can I roll Arcana to see if there is a way to dispel it backwards?
I mean, break it down
Like-
to its base parts.
That would be casting the spell? Dispel backwards
Well-
or cast.
Well, no, she wants to she wants to dispel not the effect, or if there's a way to basically break the enchantment spell like entirely, not just. Actually, I think I just had a crazy. Don't know if I can do it. Don't know if Jeebus will allow me to do this.
You know me, I
We've
love
met
crazy.
death already.
I would like to make a very potent potion to poison the well.
I love this.
Oh no. Well, so much for getting to make whiskey.
I'd
Well-
like to poison the well with the dispel magic.
Alright.
Oh.
Specifically set on counteracting this specific enchantment.
Okay.
So if anyone drinks from it, it'll counteract the spell after. You know what? Let's make it counteracted after 2 hours.
This makes, so I'm gonna use that alchemist supplies check. The spell is directly linked to how potent the alcohol is. Wine, it would take about a whole bottle, which you know a normal dwarf would drink at a sitting. And it would take up to a day and a half for it to fully take effect. If you don't take the distillery, but add an ingredient to the batches that are going around the Golden District, it may have a more potent effect.
All right. Crazy thought. We're gonna take part of a. She does the air quotes feint against the distillery, while the rest of our forces attack something that looks important, which is actually the distraction from the distillery. I think I can break the spell. It'll take some time, but basically we have to let them have it for a little bit longer. Long enough for it to get to at least the majority of the dwarves affected.
So, we not only break the minds of those who are being mind controlled, and hoping that they have enough self dignity and pride to say, okay, we're being used as puppets, let's beat the shit out of the guys who are making us like puppets. A double feint in a sense, and we try to capitalize on that, if I understand correctly.
There ain't nothing more deadly than a dwarf that's been scorned, besides his wife.
I wouldn't have known.
She's fucking
That's an ancient
terrifying.
dwarven proverb.
And if only she were here right now, she probably would have killed like half the people here.
Well,
You
I'm
first.
sorry, but
Yeah.
well,
Well,
while she's doing that,
he
Did you-
leans back and kind of like talks just to Jackal. He'll die by a broken pelvis, though.
that being said, so we're basically, I guess the word is not poisoning the well, but curing the well.
Same outcome. Actually, better outcome. Instead of people dying, people getting their heads back and joining the correct side.
Logo, you're muted.
Might have been.
Might have been important. But-
This will be the first time I've poisoned the well for the right team. Or rather, poisoned, as he kind of puts in air quotes.
Alright, I mean, at least we're not just sitting around doing nothing. Since.
So, the only question then is, do we send the scouts to go find the tunnels, or go to see if they can locate the siege weaponry?
The siege weaponry got to go out the front doors, right?
You see that the two kings share a look with each other. No.
Oh, then that's actually a terrifying thought.
Yeah,
It
I
might
suspect.
be more beneficial, especially with enemies running around in the Britain Coalition at the state that they are. If we find them and understand, we can start plugging holes.
Yeah, that's actually probably a bigger thing.
Jackal turns to the Arnos and his father and asks, just a hypothetical question, but, well, confirmation really. There is no way there's possible transportation magic can work within this mountain, right?
There might be one way.
Ballistic face palms.
Jackal just adds, and it wouldn't happen to be by your throne room.
No, it's
Would it?
not.
Or
You have to
Some
sit
place.
in the throne, though.
is okay, so next question now, because you'll have to pardon my ignorance of dwarven culture and most cultures in the north. Does it require the actual king to sit on said throne, or could just anyone sit there? And Jackal wiggles his fingers. Do whatever is going to possibly make said hypothetical does not exist transportation magic work inside mountain.
The former king, Londor, combs his hands through his beard. They might be getting off on a technicality. The thing is,
Because
if you kill the king in a duel, you are then acting overseer. But I never agreed to a duel.
that you were aware of.
Aye. And did feel my mind slipping from me for just a bit there. And no, I didn't have any fucking wine.
Yeah, you were, you did kind of had a bit of a drooling feature when, they basically started riding your brain, so,
So, if they had commanded me to accept a duel in private and just killed me when they did. They may have control over the Platinum Gate. Not sure if they do. Especially because they're not a dwarf. Unless that purple bastard is.
I don't think he was with all that armor and how tall he stood.
We can always hope.
But, there was a lot of blood on that throne. Could the, say, magic throne think the imposter is you because your blood is on its, throne?
Well, if he lost a duel, would that
Son,
technically be
I'm
sorry.
more like you and Ulrich. I hit things with an axe. I don't really know magic.
I mean, I just figured since you are a very old, and I do apologize for calling you old, but it is the truth of it, person that's lived way longer than me or Elric, you may know more about what's going on, or at least the special things that we have absolutely no idea about.
Well, those of you who can cast spells, so Callisti and Sean, pretty much. Give me some Arcana checks.
That would
Say,
be
Rowan could
a
also-
24.
Rowan can also cast spells, technically.
Rowan, you're a spellcaster. Give me an Arcana check. Sean, magical dling.
There, send us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rowan and Sean. No way. That's fucking stupid. Callisti, with your research and having one of your aunts as a very firm believer in blood magic, there's a possibility that since there is still a piece of the king and he is currently alive on the throne, and Arianos hasn't been able to sit on it yet and be formally taken in as the king, about you with your roll, probably a 30% chance it would work.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but we might want to send the scout team to, wash the throne off.
Aye, but we still don't have control over the Platinum Gate. No one can get through. We don't even have any tunnels that get down here.
Really?
Right.
Aye.
Tunnels.
The escape tunnel goes straight outside.
Oh, that's how they're getting in.
Like I said, I think it still might be behoove us block up tunnels then on this side, just in case.
The problem with the escape is that they need... He holds up his hand. Well, my old hand. I need to physically touch it.
They still have half your bodies sitting on the chamber now.
You didn't kill
No,
all of
we
me?
packed all of them.
No. We took everything. It's just that part fell off during the reincarnation spell.
Did we take everything actually? Because
Yeah,
you guys
the
did.
body. Okay.
We did. We did.
He was a little floppy on one side, but you did get him.
Okay. I just want to make sure so doesn't bite us in the ass for this.
No. We clearly saw Zephyr. Well, actually, no, you missed it, but
Yeah.
Jackal witnessed Zephyr cast the reincarnation spell, and the half that was bisected off fell off, and that's why he's a lot shorter.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
There might be a way around that. A really weird way around it, but there might be.
Jackal.
I'm
This
waiting
is
with
no-
bated breath here.
Remember that idiot that we killed?
Barbara? Oh wait, no, we still didn't kill him.
We didn't kill him yet.
No, the one who tried to become a red dragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically you can succeed at a very high version of that spell and kind of become whoever you want to.
Do we have access to said spell?
I think she's referring
As
to
far as
Alex.
I know, there's only 2 people who know that spell that are alive.
Where are my pets?
Of course, it's him.
Again,
Okay.
2 that are alive.
Alive as in breathing, not
Right, I don't
points
have
of Zool.
feet.
Well, if that's the case, then I only know about 6 that would know it dead. So we're talking about, the 9th tier polymorph.
Oh, those were fun. I was a woman for a decade.
That explains why your writing style was very, very feminist for a while.
Okay, that seems a little. And I'm not kidding at this, but. I mean, what are the chances that Egypt makes himself a dwarf? Or,
I mean, short of the other weirdly weird spells, but, well, that would have taken a lot of time to do. That would have been a lot of planning. I don't even know if it'd be fully grown and correct if the soul doesn't enter it.
unless they're using a conduit, souls.
Or...
Giant monster.
Wait, did anybody ever come near you with a bunch of diamonds and snow?
Fucking what?
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's why I was asking. It is a very odd question, but yeah, it would have been like a lot of diamonds and a lot of snow. Like,
Well, let's just
A
say not
dwarf-sized
that I'm
pile of
aware
snow.
of.
okay.
Well, let's see.
Well, are you all insinuating there's another me running around up there?
Because that's the only way they can.
Possibly.
I have a weird theory.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
If you don't mind.
Nobody
right
can
now.
have my beard but me.
I
So
am confused.
what do you know? What do you know about squid faces?
Elric, I have literally told you everything that my people know.
Okay.
You talking about calamari?
That is a really racist term towards them.
They're people? I thought they were just,
Illithid.
heads with tentacles that go through.
No,
the
the
squid-
Illithid, the really intelligent version of the squids, which are also exceptionally intelligent.
Squid faces.
What did just for a quick rundown? What did Callisti tell Elric? Just out of curiosity, because my brain.
They eat people's brains.
That's about it. That's all
They're
you got?
insanely powerful magic casters and psychers.
Okay.
They live in the Underdark extremely deep,
Okay.
and for as long as her entire family has been around, Robley only encountered maybe 2 or 3, and it was like glimpses or stories. Mostly anecdotal research of situations that involve them.
What are the odds? Since they seem to be high-level spellcasters, that they could have gleaned the spell or consumed a brain that had that said knowledge.
Well, there is another option that I just thought of. There is kind of a Now that we were talking about blood magic, my aunt, I think she mentioned there was a crazy spell where you could regenerate and mutate one of your own limbs to be something else. It's kind of like how Zephyr turns into animals,
God, is that the
but
spell I'm... Sorry.
but I don't know if it was ever actually working and if it would be able to copy completely. Wouldn't just be, generic dwarf hand.
Just off table. You're referring to Weird Constitution, aren't you?
No.
Is it a
There
worse
there is
spell?
another weird old 3.5 where it was basically like a witch's like grafting spell where it's like you needed a piece of another creature and you could graft them on.
Ew.
It was basically like you would stick it on and cast regenerate was basically what it would do, and it would just graft it on.
Ew.
Yeah, so you could have like 3 arms.
Yeah, crazy, crazy mathematical fun times.
I mean, she'll flip to her part in her book where she's definitely fully detailed Kalas Kalar. Full with front view,
Gross.
side view, back view. What she imagines it's like having one of them eat something's brain.
Is that what you're talking about? Oh. Yeah, I've never seen one of the fucking them in my life.
Yeah, we've seen the marks from one of them. That actually terrifies me now that I think about it. Was one of the... She pulls out the name. Right. It was the ones who saw the original drow that had come in that we went after. Remember he had that wound on the back of his head?
You all turn around and look at the back of Duncan's head, and he still has the scars from it.
Huh.
That scar.
Also, he now has a new diamond-shaped tattoo around his eyes, because that's where Sean keeps placing the diamond.
I just want to mention, like, Callisti every now and then is taking her glasses off and is, like, wiping her face because she can't. She's like, why is it white?
This doesn't go right.
You might have to shave that bit and regrow the hair or dye it.
Oh,
Her and-
I hadn't thought about that. As she takes her glasses off, pulls up a mirror, takes her pen out, just starts coloring it black.
Jesus.
Doesn't
Oh,
change color.
goes- Yep. I fucking knew that was coming.
Yep.
Played with Jeebus way too long. Getting back on topic, because we're kind of going off on tangents for a little bit. We should probably focus on the here and now again. So what is the plan then? Distraction.
They were just
Double
asking
think.
what's the scouts, so maybe send them into the tunnels. Especially if there may be some undiscovered tunnels that we don't know about now, and enemy might be wanting to use them.
Let's find out where our enemies are coming from. Let's
All right.
turn the people of Novard Kaz back into the people of Novard Kaz instead of a bunch of not zombies.
You mean
know-
brain dead puppets?
I'm beginning to get a feeling this is just Bakertown, but on a worse scale. Bakersville. Alright.
I hadn't thought about it being vampires.
Let's not assume it is, considering we've seen squid faces.
Ugh.
I swear,
I
if
mean,
there's
Callisti,
another
it's
dance
just like,
pop-
that's just the next step up, really.
pretty much. Blood, brains, eh.
It is.
Before
it
long,
is-
they'll be soul drinkers or something.
It is weird though that there seems to be a very track record of everything we've gone through so far. It seems to be using mental corruption to slowly throw things off.
What if Bakersville was a test run?
God, I hope fucking not. Though they would need a straw man. They would need a straw man leader for that, and I don't think the Purple Knight seems like a straw man.
I just meant that, the vampire that we dealt with might have been a willing participant. Mostly because he was an egotistical bastard.
Oh, shit. No, come back here, you.
He's gone.
And he was probably from the south as well, so.
Oh no.
What happened?
No, nothing else. The scouts or whatever were walking in. I was making a joke. Oh, there he is!
He's alive.
Thank God.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Tick. How did the scouting go?
Yeah.
How does Tick look?
Tick? It's hard to tell because he has such a tiny frame, but he really doesn't look too damaged, but he definitely saw a scuffle or two, and these dwarves, they were definitely in a scuffle.
Oh shit, I'm trying to remember. Where did I
Oh,
send
that was just
Tick?
your nameplate. I'm like, why the fuck does that one have, like, little triangles?
Where did I send Tick? Now I'm trying to remember.
So, you know what? Roll me a history check, just because you guys had one off conversation. That's what Tick was paying attention to.
Yeah, that makes sense. That Elric was probably
You don't know.
busy with other stuff. Yeah.
I'll
Tick
roll a history.
was,
No, this was only an Elric and Tick.
No, it was all of you.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, doesn't Callisti have a mind that's very keen?
yes.
Yeah, but she just died, so...
It's a little confuzzled, and she is hugging the shit out of him right now. I'm sorry. Oh, is that your blood? Please tell me that's not your blood.
Tick, just
Yes.
pour some alcohol on it.
No!
You'll be fine. I didn't say drink it, I just said pour it on the wound.
Okay, I know what you went out for, so I'm just gonna ask you, what did you see? What did you guys find out?
Eh.
Great.
Which I do remember, he basically went to spy on the Purple Dragon Knight, if I recall.
Yep.
Well, that solves that issue.
Big
then
door.
for us
Big
having-
door, lock. So, Hog say we go see Grain place.
Okay.
Big fire guy points at Jekyll. And then lot of sneaky stabby. And then lots of points at this guy over here. You guys still haven't got the name of. That's a him. And then little one, like him, but wide with beard, and points at Sean.
Did you just say bearded goblin?
No, like them, but me size. He's pointing at the scouts.
Oh, smaller doors.
Yeah, kids.
Oh.
Jackal pauses, hearing the fiery guy. Is that the berserkers that we were just fighting earlier? Is what he's thinking. Is the player.
Jackal, it's easy enough to put those two together. That Tick was probably in that fight, just rolled a 32 for stealth.
Holy shit.
And these two were invisible, right behind him.
God bless our fucking little rogue boy.
They're probably too, and the berserkers were probably too busy focusing on Jackal.
And you guys can see that they all have slight burn marks because they were at the explosion point when they went in.
I am sorry. It's all Jackal thinks. Does not say it out loud.
Yeah, we got him in.
Eh,
That's all
big
good.
boom happened and hole makes, so we go when big boom.
Wait, you were there during the fun.
Eh,
How the fuck did they not see you?
I good.
I can see that.
But yeah, lots of people. I think bad.
We'll assume everyone. up
Little
top
one
is
and old
bad.
people very sad. Give one cookie.
So I guess we're gonna be. Jackal just adds. I guess we're gonna be curing the well then, first and foremost. If there's a lot of enemies.
Let's go save some people.
Oh, spicy water place.
Yep.
Tick nose.
Great.
I'm not
Shi-
gonna lie. I am still feeling like shit.
Shiny door have more people in front now.
Yeah, we're probably not getting through there right now.
A very stabby lady points at Rowan, fighting her a lot, is there very, very mad and looking.
Did they have any materials to fix the door? Or we're working to get some.
He kind of taps on the shield. These.
Fuck. All right. That we still have time then.
Yeah.
Well, there's already a big hole there, so whatever material they're going to use to plug the hole won't be as effective. So it should give us time.
Blisty cracks her knuckles. Let's go make it bigger.
First, let's go with the plan of curing the people if we can, and
We still have to get through the hole.
No, don't. The distillery isn't. Is the distillery in the Golden District or below?
It's in the gold.
oh, it's in the gold district. Okay, because
Okay, yeah, I was under the.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you are right. It is right next to the golden door, which is still technically in their territory, which is why my brain was stupid.
okay, because
We're not going to be bursting a hole, Callisti. We're just getting near it. As long as we can keep away from there, try to do our best, then we'll be.
Oh, big hungry in spicy water place.
Why is Big Green and fucking?
No,
spicy
no,
water?
no, bad, dumb, you dumb.
Oh, the giant void mouth thing.
Eh.
oh,
Oh,
The
that's
purple.
actually great for us.
Also, tick saw to. He takes out 3 rocks. This many. Big hungries.
Wait, there's fucking 3 of them.
hey, Ulrich, where's your frog friend again?
Going to deal with the purple dragon at the front door.
Why? All right. Yeah. Throw as many bodies at that thing as possible.
One
Yeah,
problem at a time, Jackal. Trust me, I thought of that as well.
I was just saying, or thinking of, well, we didn't have to worry about a big purple lizard outside. We could probably send the whole bunch of angry frogs at a bunch of whatever the hell those weird things are.
Well, if there's 3 at the distillery, I'm assuming they're the ones that could be processed.
Oh, right. Maybe their blood or something is helping with the poison and the stuff.
Which means if we dispel the magic, it might take them out and slowly work to kill them as well.
So we have to engage them anyway. Alright.
Well, not necessarily. We can engage them on our terms, meaning stealthily rather than just kicking the door down.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that. Think of it this way. We go through the plan. Clisty puts her cure potion into the system. There may be a chance that it could also be overwritten again if these things are the ones that are processing the water or the wine, everything.
Do I have any idea what these are after having this much time and scouting on it?
You can tell they are modified dragonoids. Not dragons, but something of the like.
Well,
And
they're
you can
draconic.
you have already recognized the handiwork of a certain squid face.
I'm thinking there's some kind of draconoid, like a drake or something, that's been modified by. Well, you remember our troll-loving friend?
I have a question then for our lovely king and his son.
Hey,
Do you have the inscriptions for the runes that were made to keep the dragonoids out, or at least a general way that Morden made?
he
I-
take I'm sorry. Why the fuck do I keep closing Nogar Cost? Londor kind of gets off of his stool. Looks like he was going to grab you by the shoulder, but then whacks you on the back of the knee with his cane. Walks outside. Does anybody follow him?
Elric will.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get out the door, Jameis! There we go. I've been freed from the door.
Yeah, I deleted the door. You guys can go through.
God
He
damn it.
points up at the ceiling. Hey, right fucking there.
Let me ask you this. You know my nature that my family was correct. Can I make
Big.
No, you don't. Did you never know about the Rune Keepers?
The what? No.
I have a question. Is it possible to, I don't know, make a smaller version of that rune and...
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
getting at, Jekyll.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, maybe, is it possible for a forgery or something equivalent and place on the shield, maybe?
Right. Well,
Considering
are you a god?
looks at
Yeah,
no,
Jack.
but
Are you
but
Morden
I've
himself?
stolen- But I've stolen these from things that's considered gods. Points at the 3 runes on Graham.
Don't worry. It's just, player-wise, Jackal was trying to distract the king from, or former king from realizing what Elric was openly talking about and remembering it was a state secret thing.
I think like a king of Novert cause knowing and them being out in the open is fine. How does he respond to what Elric said?
He looks at you. Looks at the sword. Boy, you've been telling me you've been walking around with giant runes?
Stolen giant runes, which most of our family kept secret for a fucking reason.
Hey! You should keep it that way.
Figured as much.
But no, I don't think that you being able to steal the giant runes could do a modicum of difference to trying to copy down Moradin's.
It was a thought. I just was looking for something that would give us the edge of draconic assemblies, and if that is a seal that tends to be against it, it would be more than beneficial to apply it to.
You
weapon
know, the
training
first
like-
Dragon War was dragons against giants, right? You have everything you need to kill the flying fucking lizards. Right there.
No, excuse me, because the last time I did that, and you see Elric kind of glow this bright blue hue, and like, no one's ever seen this before, so Jackal, Elric, and John, but you see all these runes across Elric's body. It did fucking this to my body and destroyed part of my arm. So do excuse me if I haven't awakened it properly. And he just kind of lets it go for a minute.
Jacko looks around, see if there's any spies or whatnot lurking about.
Perception check.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
You don't see shit.
Nope, I was distracted by the bright lights.
Well, the way I always kind of envision it, they glow like a bright blue, but how do I word this? They're not like inherently visible unless you know what you're looking at, kind of thing. It's just kind of like a, oh man became a light source for like people that aren't close.
Still,
But, like,
you shine bright. At least enough for Jackal to be distracted. Like, oh,
true.
well, that's mind combobulating, so I'm gonna step inside.
Yeah. So like I said, I may have it. Last time, using all of it almost killed me. That's why I'm also not flashing them around as much, I think.
Good. You learned something from your experience. Now, boy, it just sounds like you're gonna need some more. And if I
Yeah.
know giant culture right, the only way you get experience is from killing things. And I believe
Fragile.
a knight of a dragon would be the perfect stepping stone. Don't you?
Trust me, I wanted the moment he drove his sword through you, and I mean that with no disrespect. I wanted him to burn. This whole situation reminds me of what the Brent mission, you know, when it fell apart and I
Oh.
left.
Aye, but you have to remember, he may have been there, but also a high arcanist in the Brewen, the most powerful druid in this town, and a highly competent fighter were sitting right next to him. Plus, you had what, 26 trained guard with crossbows? Charging in would have been the death yell.
I know.
We had the avatar of a god
Hey,
saying, and I turned him into a sheep. That's all.
I mean, it turned him into a turtle.
Wow. Do you change timelines when you die? Oh no, I did turn him into a turtle. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say!
No,
Yeah.
no, that's Felicity, like having like one of those weird like existential moments. Like, wait. Side effects of dying.
Well, here's hoping that with everything, Novid Cause doesn't fall to the same fate that my home did. Which I don't even think I gave it a name, now that I think about it.
you didn't.
Maybe I did. Alright, cool. I'll stay that way then. Too lazy to name it right now.
So, Jackal again. Well, he's already leaving the conversation of Elric and the king, but looks over to Callisti and Tick. Just asks, "So, what are our chances of surviving the granary then, or wherever the hell we're gonna go now? Because sitting around and doing nothing is starting to make me feel very, very agitated."
Tick puts a thumbs up and just takes one of the shiny rocks out of his hand and like places it in yours if you hold it out.
Jackal will take it, and he'll give.
Yeah,
take
one big hungry in spicy water, please.
Oh, one. Okay.
And then
Jackal will.
and then more tries to gesture towards the dwarven fighter, but Callisti probably still has him wrapped up. Or Dem?
She's not hugging.
No. Some of Dem, and he points at the Rangers. And a bunch of really big, U-size points at Jackal, smoky guys.
Smoky guys?
Eh.
Jackal narrows his eyes a little bit. Like me how? As
Like
in...
you big.
Okay, my height. Jackal for a brief moment takes a sigh of relief of, okay, they're not werebeasts like I am, or shifters, but... Smoky individuals... Huh. Would I remember any of that from my travels?
Well, not your travels, but you would recognize that from a certain incursion that happened in Gravencliff about a month back.
I'll roll a history to attempt to remember. Yeah, no, I think I was too focused on the fact that I bit that one large berserker and it tasted really well. Alright, so we hit the spicy water then. Alright, oh, Elric, you're back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Callisti, after that being brought up.
Oh my god.
Oh, those guys. I actually forgot about them.
Yeah, but Callisti has keen mind.
Yeah, such a nice feat.
Right. That's gonna suck. You got this, Jackal.
I mean, I could
Do
probably
I?
just take them and throw them back. They're essentially me just throwing grenades.
Right. I look over to Rowan. So how do you feel about going to a granary with spicy water and shooting up some of the people that had a hand at nearly killing us all?
I think you're misunderstanding. We're going to a distillery, not a granary.
Or distillery. Whoops. I'm gonna get
I was gonna say, if we're going to the granary, we're gonna die. Or it's very low chances.
Yeah. I'm
I
just...
don't.
We going to war?
Really?
Again.
We're already in war. It's just a matter of when we get to punch down the door again.
All right, so I know it's a slightly shorter session, but I have some things I need to set up for next time. So I think I will call it here with you guys having a legit plan.
Yeah.
Did we ever decide where we're sending the scouts?
No.
Yeah, down below to find the.
Oh yeah, to
Tunnels.
the tunnels. Yeah.
All right,
I didn't
so
know
we're
if
sending
this
them to
was
go
for
look for the
tunnel.
tunnels. So I could do those rolls later. You're gonna use all of your fighting force to go distract while you guys do this. So we'll see how many of the numbers they can intimidate down, and we will reconvene in 2 weeks. I've been Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter and YouTube. I know this session was a lot of talking, but the party is got a plan down, and we'll see how far that takes them. I will throw it over to my next DM, Mr. Mariner.
Hello, I am GM Mariner, Twitter, Transpace Mariner, Twitch, and yeah, tomorrow we get to go through Schlangton, and we can either take one of two paths that will be really fun, or could end with the party TPKing. I don't know. At this point, they've pissed off enough people that I think that they'll probably TPK. Just kick
Yeah.
the hornet's nest.
No, not kick it. We just gotta straight up punch it.
No, you're gonna fucking drop kick it from a fucking balcony. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
Drop.
you can find my stuff like at the stuff I had mentioned before, and yeah, I'm probably gonna start getting back into regular streaming again. Right now, I'm streaming Elden Ring. So yeah, if you just want to watch stuff, you could stop on by there, and yeah, I'll throw it over to Miser.
Oop. I'm Miser Mark here. I play the broody conflicted jackal, and you can basically find myself on Miser Mark 2010 on both Twitch and YouTube. I also am the DM of Into the Wildlands on Sundays, which everyone will be busy with that particular fight skirmish. But otherwise, I will head over to Monday's next DM, Moogle.
Oh, hi, I'm Goth Moogle. As usual, I do commission work. Next Monday will be CSROs, and I really don't have much to say. So let's see, Zeph's not here, so Sean.
Oh, that's me. Yeah. You can catch me live most days but Mondays because I'm here from about noon to 4, and I usually play Destiny 2. Twitch.tv/EatZDirtyZ. It is spelled Eat Z Dirty Z, and the same as Twitter. And yeah, I play a lot of Destiny 2, play a lot of Smite, and we're actually doing raid carries every Saturday. If you're into that game.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up tonight, and I will see you all in 2 weeks.
Woo!